The more perfect a person is on the outside, the more demons they have on the inside. The great question that has never been answered, and which I have not yet been able to answer, despite my 30 years of research into the feminine soul, is what does a woman want? One day, in retrospect, the years of struggle will strike you as the most beautiful. What do women want? The most common question asked by men. The only person with whom you have to compare yourself is you in the past. A civilization which leaves so large a number of its participants unsatisfied and drives them into revolt neither has nor deserves the prospect of a lasting existence. Most people do not really want freedom because freedom involves responsibility, and most people are frightened of responsibility. Being entirely honest with oneself is a good exercise. Man is a wolf to man. The mind is its own place and, in itself, can make a heaven of hell and a hell of heaven. The only thing that matters is love, truth, is for the philosophers. The virtuous man contents himself with dreaming that which the wicked man does in actual life. It is impossible to escape the impression that people commonly use false standards of measurement, that they seek power, success, and wealth for themselves and admire them in others, and that they underestimate what is of true value in life. The mind is not a vessel to be filled, but a fire to be kindled. Words have magical power. They can bring either the greatest happiness or deepest despair. The voice of the intellect is a soft one, but it does not rest until it has gained a hearing. Out of your vulnerabilities will come your strength. Time spent with cats is never wasted. Sometimes a cigar is just a cigar. Civilized society is perpetually menaced with disintegration through this primary hostility of men towards one another. Unexpressed emotions will never die. They are buried alive and will come forth later in uglier ways. The mind of the human is like a pendulum swinging between animal and angel. We are never so defenseless against suffering as when we love. When inspiration does not come to me, I go halfway to meet it. No one who, like me, conjures up the most evil of those half-tamed demons that inhabit the human beast and seeks to wrestle with them can expect to come through the struggle unscathed. Men are more moral than they think, and far more immoral than they can imagine. Where wisdom reigns, there is no conflict between thinking and feeling. The mind is like an iceberg. It floats with 1/7 of its bulk above water. Civilization began the first time an angry person cast a word instead of a rock. The goal of psychoanalysis is to relieve people of their neurotic unhappiness so that they can be normally unhappy. A man who has been the indisputable favorite of his mother keeps for life the feeling of a conqueror. Love and work. Work and love, that's all there is. Illusions commend themselves to us because they save us pain and allow us to enjoy pleasure instead. We must, therefore, accept it without complaint when they sometimes collide with a bit of reality against which they are dashed to pieces. A woman who lacks sex speaks about sex as a woman. Who is hungry speaks about food.